A young boy took a bite of the caviar that had fallen on the ground. To his surprise, he unintentionally discovered that this high-end million-dollar delicacy was actually quite fishy, smelly, and unpalatable. From that moment on, he understood a truth about society. No matter how expensive the food, it is merely a symbol of wealth and status. Many years later, the boy, relying on his intelligence and wit, became a world-renowned top chef. With his exquisite culinary skills, he played those wealthy people right into his hands. This was the first step in his revenge against the rich. To cultivate a successor to inherit his legacy, he sent his assistant to search for a suitable candidate. A brilliant young girl from a poor background successfully caught the assistant's attention. Anyone who had tasted her fried noodles absolutely loved them. The assistant picked up a small portion, took a sniff, and was immediately captivated by the delicious aroma. He promptly handed the girl a business card, telling her that she shouldn't waste her time here. The girl casually accepted the card. That evening, she looked up the restaurant on the card online and was astonished to discover that the owner was none other than the legendary Chef Paul. Not only were there photos of him with various A-list celebrities, but even ordinary people had to book 2 years in advance for a chance to taste his food. The next day, the girl from a poor background arrived for an interview. She was quickly stunned by the high-end decor. The assistant led her to a sophisticated kitchen, where Chef Paul soon announced the interview task: cooking fried rice. This seemed like a very simple task for the young man who had just graduated from a prestigious culinary school. He confidently scooped out a bowl of freshly cooked rice. The girl, on the other hand, took a box of leftover cold rice from the fridge and directly cracked an egg into it for stir-frying. One dish was slowly fried over low heat, while the other was stir-fried over high heat. In no time, 2 completely different plates of fried rice were served. One looked very appetizing, while the other appeared unappetizing. It seemed like a competition with no suspense. However, Chef Paul merely scooped up a spoonful of the small-grained fried rice, brought it to his nose to smell, and immediately declared the girl the winner on the spot. The young man couldn't understand where he had lost, but the chef didn't even bother to explain and directly asked him to leave. The chef told the girl that the secret to making fried rice delicious was the leftover rice from the night before. The girl looked at herself in the mirror, thinking she was about to reach the pinnacle of her culinary career. However, the demanding Chef Paul would soon make her afraid. He started by asking her to slice 5 A-grade Wagyu beef into 2mm thin slices. This posed a challenge for the girl, who was handling high-end ingredients for the first time. From her knife-holding posture to her slicing technique, she was criticized by the chef. After painstakingly slicing the meat, she thought stir-frying the meat would be her strong suit. To her surprise, no matter how she cooked it, she couldn't gain the chef's approval. The chef even told her that if she couldn't stir-fry the meat properly tonight, she shouldn't come back tomorrow. Left with no choice, the girl had to keep cooking until dawn. The next day, she finally earned the chef's recognition. During her first appearance, she also gained the appreciation of the aristocrats. With just a small spoonful of oxblood sauce and a small roll of beef, it became the dinner for this group of wealthy aristocrats. These seemingly simple ingredients were transformed into an expensive delicacy solely due to Chef Paul's reputation. The aristocrats swallowed the beef mouthful by mouthful, not even leaving behind the oxblood sauce on their plates.